we've run it on 3S. I think that the next thing to try and do is to start a brushless conversion on this. So not 100% sure on what we're going to do yet. So I'm just going to pull it out, weigh up what we've got here, and we'll figure it out from there. Right, I imagine with enough power, this is going to be the first thing to go, that little plastic gear in there. But I guess this has to be up here and running that gear. Maybe this isn't, well, I'm gonna for sure say this isn't enough power to turn it quick enough, and that's why I geared it up. But, oh no, they've geared it down actually. Well, I don't know. It must be a weight thing. It must need to be on the top here. Anyway, so and you stay on there. Oh, it's a press fit. Alright, I was really hoping for that not to be a press fit. Right, I need to figure that out. How to get that out of there. Well, we're kind of thinking anyway. This will probably about 18-inch recoil for the same sort of sized shaft. If it does, I could probably use that. I do have a couple of other things that I can look into if this isn't going to be close. But I know this one's good. Oh, that's too big, I can tell you. Yeah, that's definitely way too big. See the issue here, I think, I hope. So you can see that that is much thicker. That gear will never go on there without getting drilled out. And I don't know how press fits with flat spots go, but I imagine it's not very good. So yeah, it's about another mil bigger than this one is. Okay, alright, so dug around in all our old and spare and other projects and stuff, and I've come across this tiny little, I don't even know what size this is or anything about it, motor. It looks like it's been glued into something for a long time, but I don't know if you can hear that. Doesn't sound the healthiest. It might work, it might not, but for what we're trying to do, I think the shaft size is pretty much bang on. Which, oh, sorry, if I aim the camera it helps. So it looks pretty good. So that gear should go on there. So even if this doesn't work, this is for testing sake only. I'm gonna get this off, try and slide it on there, see what it's like. If it looks like fairly straight, it's only going to be eyeball straight, but if it looks fairly straight, I guess we'll go ahead with that. So I'm not sure how I'm going to get this off. Maybe with a... Alright, that was way harder than it needed to be, so it's really pressed on there hard. So managed to do it without ruining this gear, and it kind of goes on. So I think it will press on really snugly. I don't want to push it all the way on and go through that again, but for what I need to know, I'd say that this is going to work. It'll go on there, that gear will slide on there, and you'll be able to keep using this. It works. Pretty close. Might be one up. Sounds like it's working to me. The problem, I can't see anything, so I don't know if it's meshing correct or not, but I should add that Joyce told me that that little motor here, that was kind of actually stuffed over there somewhere, came out of this little boat here. So this is probably designed for a 2S thing. Maybe you could get 3S in there, but I don't know how you'd get it in there. It'd have to be a really small battery. So yeah, it's probably going to be fine. It's probably going to be all right, but it's got that big gear reduction in there as well. So even if it's not meant to be doing that, it's not going to be loaded up at all. So it actually turns a lot better than the factory thing does, which is surprising. So maybe that motor was a little bit tight. I don't know. I can't actually quite turn it by hand. I can show you what it is. It's over here. So that whole assembly, there is the receiver, speed controller, and motor. It's all soldered together. It's all one unit. But yeah, the actual shaft on here, rather hard to turn. And that cooler is, well, if you call it a cooler, it's more like just splashing a bit of water on the top. So I had no chance of getting cooled. Okay, so we're about to give this thing a little test. We ended up putting a little 40 amp ZTW speed controller in there, and we still don't know the kV or anything on this motor to change the radio gear, obviously, because it was an integrated thing. And we're just going to run it on this Lion or Lilo, whatever, however you say it, battery just for first, and then we'll put it on the 3S pack after. It's still going through that gear reduction thing, as you would have saw. So I don't know how much it's meant to be turning, but it doesn't sound like it's turning a lot. So it might even be slower.
Steering in reverse.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going to be slower than that, Brock.
So did I, actually. Well,
For no reason. No. Now we need the rescue boat.
Out of the car.
Yep. We left the rescue boat in the car because we were sure we weren't going to need it because it wasn't going to be fast. And where we are now, the car is about a 2-minute walk each way uphill. So, well, uphill to get there. So, oh well. It's always when you think you're gonna need something, you need it. By the time he gets back, it might have floated in actually. He's back, and the boat's just there now. So,
Almost not worth it.
yeah.
Try not to do that again.
Do you want to put the rescue boat back in the car now?
Yeah.
We won't need it. So what would you say? Maybe that's just a tiny bit slower than stock, or about the same?
Say it's probably a bit slower, yeah.
All right. That's okay.
I think the weight must be different because sort of like if you're dancing, it puts a little bit.
Yeah. Which could be a problem when we actually get it going faster. Because that speed controller was probably heavier than the other thing that we pulled out.
Yeah.
Just put the 3S one in now. We don't care about flattening this battery. I don't think it knows much with these, does it?
Yeah, definitely has to, yeah.
Okay. The bigger battery doesn't fit in the mount, and we've kind of got it sitting on top of the mount, so it's quite high. The battery's kind of almost up near the lid, yeah. So that's not going to help lifting the center of gravity. So, but we just want to see if it works first before we get too fussy. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I thought you'd done it, Brock.
As the wing like touches the water, it wants to be gone. Like that.
It behaves a little bit funny, doesn't it? When it gets up to speed.
I think 90% throttle is the way to go.
We want 110%. Oh, you were taking it easy.
Yeah, I was trying to just roll into it. That's it. It's really just like skimming the whole thing on top of the water.
Look what happened.
It rolled over. Typical. Ground is soft. It's like a sinkhole here.
Imagine if he fell forward while he was landing like that. That would have been gold. Oh yeah. Well, it's definitely faster than stock.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And I'm sure it probably won't be running hot because it wasn't screaming fast, you know. Getting the hang of it now, Brock.
Seems to be.
That's working out good. What'd you do different?
Sort of, I did it smoother. It's getting smoother with the throttle. When that happens though, it wants to go.
Yeah.
It wants to be on its feet. You want to have drive?
Nah, because I don't feel like tipping it over. Why did you do that? Just get her in as quick as you can and see if that motor's warm. I bet it's not that fast.
No.
Cold?
No temp there at all, almost.
Right.
So.
Well, before that motor comes, while we're waiting for that motor that I ordered from AliExpress last night, we could just put a bigger prop on it next time.
Yes.
You know.
You could, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how long that battery will last when you load them up too much, but yeah, just see what happens.
I don't know if those gears will last if you load it up much more.